Hello, I'm Natasha and welcome to Hooks and Stitches. I am going to show you all the things that I've been getting up to crochet wise, and also I am going to tell you about my Slimwell journey nearer the end, so if you don't want to listen to it then you don't have to, but I just wanted to let you all know about my progress, and I'm thinking about doing it in separate videos, but I'm going to tell you about it at the end. Just now I did a try it box video, so if you see that, that's something that I have been chosen for, and so I just did that, and obviously I'm wearing the same clothes and everything, so that's the reason. That's because I've just done it. Right, first of all I'm just going to show you that I bought some yarn from Aldi. So I'm going to show you that quickly so that I don't forget, because this is my only yarny purchase this time, and I don't know if it says, without undoing it, I don't think it says what colour it is. Oh, aqua. So I've got 4 balls of aqua, and I bought this with the monsters, with a monster in mind, because I like all the monsters videos from the amigurumi tag videos that Alice did, and I will link her video underneath just in case you don't know who she is. Starlight Stitches, I think her YouTube name is, but I will link it down below anyway. And so I saw that, and it was only £5.99, which means it's only gone up by 99p since I bought it. Since I bought Aldi wool last time, and so that is the reason why I bought that one. I'm filming on my tablet, so the light, and because I haven't got my lighting set up or anything, I thought I'd do it in the day rather than at the night and have to try and work out the lighting, because it was a bit of a nightmare last time. So I'm sorry about the glare and things, and I will try my best to not let it look like it's glaring or anything, and see how it goes. Maybe you could comment and see if it's alright, because I do have it filming in HD as well, which I thought might help. Doesn't help my double chin for the angle of my tablet, but it is what it is, I suppose. Now, my first thing that I did the other day, which I've only done one for, which I did mention in my other video, was one little tree for my faux art blanket, which I don't remember the yarn I used, apart from the fact that it's DK, because it was just a scrap ball that I picked up in a job lot that I'd picked up from Facebook, I think, somewhere, but it was quite a few years ago. And I quite like it because of the fact it's multicoloured, because not all trees are the same colour. So I'm going to do a few in this and a few in the solid brown, and some won't have stumps either, but it is that what it is. And then this was Stylecraft DK for this shape tree, excuse me, and what I'm going to do is all sorts of different trees to make it look like a lovely wooded area on my faux art blanket, and I'm going to see if I can get a few of those done later on. But for, the tree instalment on the faux art blanket is in actual fact April's anyway, so I am not behind, thankfully, with a cal, even though I am probably, you know, obviously a few years late. I decided to do it now rather than the 2019, but still, I'm going along with it, and I'm doing it a bit quicker, so if I finish it earlier I do. If not, well, it's no biggie, because I don't have to stick to a timing really. But this one, like I say, is this shape, and others, you know, are round and there is like a Christmas tree shape as a bonus that she had actually put out, so I might well do, you know, a mix of them. So that is my one tree that I managed to do. Also, this that was the week before last I did that, and this week I have been making a pig. I've got the trotters and that in the bag, which I'll show you when it's all together. But I thought I'll show you the head just to give you the hint that that's what I've been making. And this is Hobbycraft Aran Tweed, which is a really lovely piggy colour, I think. And I just think the flecks and everything in it, it just looks so lovely and very piggy-like. And the front, I used Stylecraft Special DK, and I think it was dusky pink or something rose, I can't remember. I don't have the ball band, and it was in my stash from when I did one of the other blankets. I can't remember the blanket I made, but I showed it right at the beginning when I first started my journey. And so I used a bit of that, and the trotters have got it on the front as well. I used a 2.75 needle for this, and then for this, even though it the Aran weight calls for a 5, I used a 3.25 because I wanted it tighter, and it will still be quite a big thing even though it was a smaller needle. But I don't like to show any holes, and although I do the yarn under stitch to make the little crosses, I don't know if you'll be able to see it very closely, where it makes little crosses. Yeah, you might be able to there if it focuses properly. So you can't see the yarn. I still use a smaller hook just in case. And this one, I haven't overly stuffed it. I think I could have stuffed it a bit more, but I wanted it to stay just a little bit more squidgy rather than solid. So I've, you know, left a bit of room, and then obviously when I sew it on, then it will sew on better, and it will just look nicer. And I used, instead of solid black eyes, I used beigey colour eyes, because I've got the pack with all different colours in it. I couldn't tell you how many millimetres it is because my pack hasn't got them in. They've just got different sizes in the little containers in the sections, but they are quite big, as you can see, but they're not the biggest in the pack. So maybe they're an 8 at a guess, but that is what I've been getting up to this week when I've been coming home from school. This bit I started on Sunday, and then I've just kind of done a little bit in the week as I've gone on. So this is going to be obviously a work in progress, which I will have done by the next video to show you. So at least I can start having some finished objects, not just more things that I've started. But I do feel like I fall in that trap a little bit of wanting to start new things, because I get a bit worried if I don't start it, I'll never get round to it, and I've got to kind of get out of that momentum again, really, because I have got quite a few things that I have started that I want to get more progress on. So I know I can obviously know it in my own mind, and it's not really a problem because I'm going at it as I don't want any stress. If I want to start something, I will. It's, you know, there's no pressure for a timeline to finish all these things, so it's fine. And my next thing that I've been working on, which I have almost finished, as you can see, I've just took the thing off so I can show you it because I've been working on it this morning. And that is the word one. So I'm literally halfway. This is the bit where it's just like in the middle part of the middle of the E, so you'll be able to, you can gauge it from there. But I've just got the Rudolph, I say Rudolph, but reindeer, that's what I mean, panel left to do, and the side pieces, which aren't going to take very long at all because they're not very big and they just all go together up the top, and then I'll be able to start piecing that together. So I'm not far from finishing this, and I will show you as time goes along and the more I progress with it anyway. So you should be seeing that as a finished object soon too. I know my last video that I did obviously showed the yarn that I wanted to do the shawls in, which was my Christmas present that I got the patterns for. I'm not starting that until I've done some of what I've already got going. I just wanted to buy the yarn for it ready because I had the money at the time. The other thing that I have been getting up to is I got out an old whip from 2018 and I lost heart. I put it away because I lost heart with it. I'm just moving my chair back so I can show you because it's quite big. I lost heart with it because I realised that I'd done it wrong. When I'd completed the last panel, I realised that I'd done it wrong and I put it away. I was so annoyed that, so it's been in the naughty corner, as they say, you know, for some time. But this is the panel that I managed to do, and it was just the head on the original pattern, and this is from Repeat Craft Me, and they're free patterns on there on her blog anyway. And so and also on Ravelry. So I decided that I wasn't going to do just the head. I saw this one and thought, actually I want to have a whole snowman. So I ripped it all out because I realised on the other one there was a black square down here, so it meant that I hadn't followed it properly, and I'd obviously repeated the same line twice or something. But I realised it was out of sync and it wasn't right, so I completely trashed that part of it, unpicked it all, and then I picked up the stitches on the sides so that I could crochet as you go, and I just literally, I did it whilst it was there, and it was also keeping me warm and it was cold last week. And so I managed to pick it all up so that it still went in together. Obviously I've still got my ends to do, but I quite like it. And also the one that I did, the yarn that I did the tree stump in, which I showed you just now, I used the same one, so you can see the variation, and it does actually look properly like twigs. And when I did this back in 2018, I'd only just started to do crocheting itself, let alone corner to corner, and I loved it. And then so I was enthusiastic and I'd done lots of them, and then I put it away and I kind of lost heart, so I didn't touch it. But since Jeanette from CraftyCleggs has started hers, it gave me encouragement to think, actually I'm going to get mine back out again, and so and carry on with it. So I should be doing it in and out, and there's no timeline. I don't have to have it done by Christmas or anything, but it's just something that I enjoy doing, and it's really nice. So at least I've corrected it, and it's given me a bit more oomph to want to carry on now. You know, kind of the bad bit's gone, and I've addressed it, and I've sorted it out in my own mind. So this was the second one that I did, which was the Christmas tree, and then this one was the third, but obviously I've just completed that because I needed it to sort out. So that is my finished object because of the finished panel, but it's not obviously finished altogether. Although I don't think I should be doing the blanket much bigger than this. I should do another 3 panels maybe, and then I'll do the other panels on a separate blanket all together so I can make two, because otherwise it's going to be too ginormous. And then I did, after I did the gingerbread man, and then I did the elf, and then I did this one, and I didn't tie in the ends before I put it away and disgraced myself with it, so I will be tying those in obviously, but then I'll carry on. But if I just stand right back, if I can, I don't know how much I'll get in of it, but almost. I don't know whether or not, because I mean it's plenty wide enough to cover you up when you're wanting to watch a movie or anything, so I think I'm going to do 3 more panels and then leave it, because by the time I've got a border on it, it'll be plenty big enough, and then I'll make a separate one, so then maybe both my girls or even my grandchildren, when they come around at Christmas time, they can snuggle under it at Christmas. So I'm pleased with it. I'm really glad that I managed to get my head around it and sort it out, and didn't just think, nah, not doing it anymore, because I do love it, and each one is different. The next one, which I've got them printed out, the next one is stocking, and then I've got several others. I've got the reindeer, and hang on a second, and then a wreath, which then I'll stop on that blanket, and then on the next one, which I have seen some more on Ravelry, which I can add, so it's not like it's only going to be another half a blanket, but and then it's there's a candy cane and some others, you know, and the border ones I'll put across the top, Merry Christmas, you know, top and bottom, and then do the sides. But there are some different Christmas ones that I quite like, that I'm going to add to a second blanket, or I should just choose ones that I really like, and then maybe leave it at that. I don't know, but it's not something that it needs to be set in stone, and I don't need to worry about it too much. But I've done quite a lot already, and it's really nice, so I've really enjoyed that. So I would like to thank Jeanette from Crafty Cleggs for actually giving me the inspiration to pull it out and start on it and do some more, because she gave me very much inspiration to do that, so I'm really pleased. That's it for my works in progresses and things. I'm still plugging away, like I say, and doing a little bit each time, and just getting there really, and doing what I enjoy. I'm not stressing over anything. If I want to start something new, I will. If I don't want to, I don't have to, kind of thing. But I do like to have an amigurumi on the hook, as well as a blanket of some description, so that I've got a bit of variety. At the moment I have got quite a few, obviously, but just because I went a bit mad, like I say, and it is what it is. But it's nice to have different things. If I'm not in the mood for one, I can always go to another, and I don't have to feel like I'm going to lose heart by just doing a couple of things, because if I'm not in the mood, then I don't feel like I'm doing any crochet at all. And I do like to be sitting and doing something, because it stops me from my mind from wandering onto things that I maybe shouldn't have even been eating or something, you know. It's always nice to have something to do whilst I'm watching my YouTubey friends, and so that's my main reason for starting lots of things. It's not just because I'm getting a bit out of control with it. I just need to go with the flow and where my mind is at that particular time. But so that's it for the crochet bits. My other news, like I say, I've just started Slimming World again. I don't actually go. I'm just following the plan how I know how to do it, because in 2019 I started on the 1st of May, and May 23rd 2020 I'd reached my 7 stone award. I didn't really have a target in mind, but I was a size 10 by then, so 7 stone was enough. And I loved it, I really did. And then I took my foot off the gas a little, and then the last 2 years I've put on 2 stones, so I'm going to shift it. And the main reason for the weight gain was my hysterectomy last summer, because of being quite inactive and not really watching what I was eating. So I'm going to shift that weight and then see where I feel. But I want to find out where I'm going to be by my anniversary on the 15th of May, which the Friday, because I weigh every Friday morning now at home, and that is going to be the 12th of May, so I want to see what I weigh by then. So there's no real target. If I lose more than 2 stone, I do. If I don't, then I'm not really worried. But I'm really enjoying what I'm eating at the moment, and life is really good. And the Friday before last I lost £5, and that was my first weigh in. And Friday just gone I lost another £2. So that's my half a stone award right there. So really and truly I've got a stone and a half left to lose, and I'm feeling really positive. And I can already feel the difference, even though it's only half a stone. So I know it's doing me good, and I know that Slim World works. It doesn't work for everyone, but it certainly works for me. It's the only thing I've ever tried. And I went originally, back then when I lost my 7 stone, I was a size 24 and I went down to size 10. And it was really good. It was really good. I was walking about 5 miles a day, and I've got a treadmill here and a vibration plate, so I should be actively using them, and just see where I go with it, really. And so watch this space, and I suppose you'll see the difference when I'm uploading my crochet videos. But I'm undecided whether I'm going to do separate videos for it or not, or whether I should just mention it on the end like this. But for today, I'll mention it on the end, and then I'll make a decision, depending on maybe the comments. Even if you don't want to know about it, then that's fine. I can always do separate ones, and then you don't necessarily have to click onto them if you don't want to. But also, just stop watching when I end my crochet stuff, I suppose. I don't know. I just haven't worked it out yet. But without further ado, I suppose I'm going to go, because I don't have very much else I can tell you about. I do have some new books that I have bought since the Amigurumi book tag, so I'm going to do a separate video for that, and show the books separately. And I don't know whether I'll manage to do that today, or whether I should be doing it maybe in the week. But they have actually arrived now, so I'm going to see what time I've got before the daylight disappears, or whether the house is going to get busier, because I've put a note on the door at the moment saying that I'm filming, so people don't just burst in because I'm in the kitchen. So I don't know, but it'll be up at some point, and I'm doing that separately just because I like to keep it a little bit separate, so that people that only want to see that can only see that. And so that's how I'm going to do it, really, from now on, I suppose. Right, so I'm going to go. But, oh, sorry, no, just before I do, thank you to all my new subscribers. I'm getting new subscribers all the time, and I'm so absolutely impressed with it. Thank you very much, and the comments are just lovely, and I'm so pleased that I am filling a void when you're having a cup of tea, or sat crocheting yourselves. and I'm so glad that you do love to watch me, even though I do feel like I'm waffling on, especially today. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I've got a bit of a headache, but other than that I'm fine, so I'm not really sure, but so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I'm just, so thank you very much, and thank you to everyone that have come back repeatedly to watch me as well. But if you can keep liking, that's the main thing. Find the thumb and give it a press, because then it keeps me in the algorithm and keeps my videos circulating for new people, and letting people know that I am still here. Even though they're not as regular as I like. I'm trying to do it every weekend or every other weekend, but sometimes it just doesn't go like that, and I don't get the quiet times to be able to film one, so I'm sorry about that. And so I'm doing all right, and I really am enjoying my YouTube journey, so thank you so much to everyone. So comment below and let me know what you think of the Aran yarn and any of my bits and pieces, and just generally, let's chat. It's fine for me to sit here and talk to myself until you see it, but it's nice to know that there is someone out there commenting all the time. And I would like to give a special shout out to Sally Watts, who comments on almost all of my videos, and that's really, really nice, and I feel like I'm getting to know her quite well. So thank you very much, Sally. That's really nice and kind of you. So I'm going to go because I've waffled enough, and I will be uploading this soon, and I will talk to you very soon in my next one. Take care, everybody, and thank you. Bye.